I will say, one thing that I live by, man, this is how I live, and I've broken this rule before because just not being diligent with my money. But one rule is once that money's inserted into the market, man, that's market money. That ain't even no longer mine. You know what I'm saying? If I made 10 bands off of, the meta play and the video play, man, and I invested 2,000, right? That 8,000 that I made is not leaving the account. It's not leaving the account and then coming into my bank account or my pocket. We're not doing that. That's going straight back into a variety of assets and asset classes, man. Gold, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying don't have fun, right? But don't get carried away to the point where you're trying to resurface and get where you were before, because then that's a rat. You're still in the rat race at that point. You getting into the market is what's taking you out of the rat race, because in the future there's gonna be people that's never invested at all, but you done got 50, 100, 300,000 in your account. So now the compound interest in the account, now your account's in at like 800,000, right?
Yep.
There's people that ain't gonna never be able to have that chance. This is why we emphasize on getting in so early. But you know what I'm saying? Make sure that the profits that you take, if you were to even ever break it down, you wanted to take a little bit and you wanted to go get some new rims on the whip, or you wanted to go get you some Cartiers or something, man, make sure it's like very small percentage of what you made.
You had to have hit for, if the Cartiers is 3 bands, your play, man, 20 bands up.
Cap,
20
30
bands,
racks.
30 racks.
3%.
You know
1%.
what I'm saying? Because, yeah, bro, like we're saying, we're going to get to that point where we can enjoy all the fruits of our labor, but, don't not too much, man.
Yeah.
Don't be smart about it.
Please.
Right? And I like that you brought that up, because I can raise my hand and say that, I've even, broke that rule too at times where, I put money in the account and say, man, this ain't leaving. I'm only one in here, but you've had to take those dips. But I've found that's where that 10% rule helps me a lot, because, I want you guys, I emphasize starting with that because it's enough to where you'll be able to make an impact, but then you won't be able to take away from your living situation. Okay. Because I used to do too much at times. I used to pour it all and be like, damn, I kind of do need some money to go do what X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So for you guys to find that balance, what works for you, whether that's 10, 20, 30, we just want you to stay in this game long enough, because that's what matters. Even if $5 every 2 days is what works for you. You know what I'm saying? And building that up and turning that to 10 over time. What's most important is staying in that game, because, even people like us, even me and Flash, we gonna be able to pass the people who are prioritizing that now by just focusing on staying in the game 30 years from now, 20 years from now. And that's just how it goes.
Slow motion is better than no motion, man.
And you mentioned leverage too. I wanted to talk about that, because I've been hearing this a lot, and I think it's something, that the viewers could be inspired by, and just a good topic for us.
Yeah.
Leveraging the portfolio, right? So different banks, they call it different things, but it is a real thing for you to have your stock portfolio. I'm sure they're gonna do it with crypto. You're gonna be able to leverage the money that you have in your account. So instead of saying, hey, I got 300,000 in profits and I don't want to take it out on a regular capital gains and get taxed 40%, you can go ahead and leverage your portfolio through the banks, and they will give you a loan through your portfolio, and your money is still growing. People do this to buy houses. People do this to enjoy the fruits of their labor, like we're talking about. And that's something that I learned within the last couple of months that I didn't even know about being an investor, and that's just a bonus on top of what we're doing. So that's what your thoughts on that.
Elon Musk's been doing that since the beginning of time, right? Elon Musk literally, on paper, he don't got no money. On paper, he's broke.
Ooh.
On paper, he's broke. Real life, he doesn't own anything. Now he uses credit based off of his portfolio, based off the evaluation of his business. Because now he's a trillionaire, right? Business-wise. On paper, though, he ain't got no money. With that being said, now he can reinvest all his money like he's been doing since, let's just say 2002, since SpaceX. That's when it was made. Reinvest in the bag, man, time after again, and again, and then benefiting from that, man. Now we know Tesla $500, like $400 stock, right? SpaceX, man, doing the same thing. He's getting on top of having his employees paid. This is how they do it. Bezos, man, Bezos just parked his yacht just like 3 weeks ago. His yacht, 4 blocks. The yacht's insane. Don't own it. That's the business yacht. Come on now, all but the leverage. Leveraging his, I don't know about the credit, but leveraging his business to then get more money. And then he never pays it, right? Because it's a loan.
Yeah.
So your money is really sitting, your money is sitting in this account. You're using the loan money. So your stock, your portfolio goes up, let's say 200% from 300,000. Come on now. You can take another loan out on, and then reinvest. Like, come on now, pay that first loan off. Play it right. That comes to housing. That comes with cars. Whatever the case is, man, leverage is your best friend. This is why, specifically for the stock market, this is our name. This is our game right here, man. This is what we do.
This is it. And where we gonna end up ain't gonna be by no accident because of the information.
No cap.
That's it. And we, it's great that whoever tunes in, shout out to you. Shout out to you.
We good.
Oh yeah, bet.
Shout out to you for real, because right now it's a sacrifice in general, but for you to be 20, in your 20s, any age, honestly, for you to be getting into the stock market with the goal in mind of being somewhere different later, subconsciously you're already setting yourself up for the future. Even if you're investing, just like you said, $5 every week, whatever the case is, you even getting in the market, you're subconsciously, your future is going to be so much better than right now. And that's why I call it a sacrifice, because sometimes people don't be having all their means together, right? But they are investing, they're doing what they can to get into that market, because they know that in the future,
because that's what matters.
Yes,
man. That's what matters.
That's all that matters.
Be intentional about your future. What time we at? Did you already see the minute?
It was like 50.
50.
It's we right an hour.
Right an hour.
Just now.
You got. I'm gonna close it out with an AI segment, man.
Cool, let's do it.
But I don't got nothing.
Okay.
So what you got?
Yeah.